It's Icy Patron. Hey, what you doing? Oh, okay, I see. Doing the same old, trying to do a skit.
I would like to welcome you to RWJones. Today we have with us Gino Da Primo. Thank you for coming, man. If you don't mind, just start off by giving us and our viewers a little background about yourself and where you're from, man, where you grew up.
Well, I'm originally from Raleigh, Mississippi. I grew up partially in Raleigh, partially in Montrose. Man, I was a traveler, since day one. So I got a blend of different cultures from different areas all within. I started off music back when I was like 10. I started doing music, but I didn't take it seriously. It was just another hobby. Just like everybody else, it was just a hobby that you wanted to do. But my passion for it grew. So it's like I planted a seed earlier without even knowing it, and then it grew and it grew and it grew to a point that it was like a sycamore within. So the passion grew so much that I wanted to pursue it as a career. And the first thing that happened, on my route was that I ran into some bumps earlier, into the music, and everything just changed. My perspective of it, back in high school, I did everything all around, very educated, my mom wanted me to go to school to be a lawyer. That was my first intent, like, hey, I'm gonna go be a lawyer. But at the end of the day, you have to realize you have to segregate the thoughts of others, to yours. It's like, if you really want to pursue something, don't go about other kind of impressions to pull on you. Go about whatever you want to go through with. And at the end of the day, I decided that, music is me. It was no longer just a hobby that I did. It became part of my life.
So I understand, man, that you're a student at the University of Southern Mississippi. Can
Yes,
you explain to me what's your major? What do you do there?
You know what? I'm glad you asked. Man, I've toggled around different majors, man, just as a college student in the making all the time, I started off as astrophysics, the first step, then the next step, political science, and then now I'm at history, I'm here because for me, it's like my attention span on things, it varies, depends on what it is. And like history, man, I've loved that since day one. That's why I wanted to be a professor and then go to law school after I graduate. But at this particular point, I'm just aiming for my degree at the University of Southern Mississippi. Okay. Yes, and then once on this completion, if I get the opportunity, if I don't get to complete it here, I'm gonna do it online, whatever it takes to finish up as a golden eagle.
I guess your major and your music career, like if you could combine them in some kind of way, where would you find
the bridge? The bridge for me with history and music, the irony that most people feel like that's not compatible, but in a sense for me is I'm an originator. And what I mean by originator is like, I like to figure out the originating points of things, like how things started in life in general. So I can base that off the path in which we're at now in modern times. So I go to my history style and I see the beginning of music or the beginning of whatever. Everything has a beginning is what I'm saying. And I link that together. I say, okay, then since me understanding the beginning of things, let me begin my journey, So by me comparing myself to the journey in which that already been mapped out in a sense, it really gave me inspiration. Like I can link history together with my music and it can be something that give me an extra boost in what I'm doing right now.
Mind just giving us a little background on where did music start? What year was it?
Honestly, man, to be real with you, I can't give you any kind of precise years, but I can speak on the fact that it started back around 9 and 10, when I was 9, man, like I was spitting bars, man, but I didn't take it serious because I didn't know. At that time, my awareness was not as, keen as it is now. So I didn't think music was going to be such a big thing because where I'm from, sports was everything. You got to be this in sports. You have to be this in sports. And then I said, I'm going to become a pioneer. So that's what I set track, around the age of 15. I recorded my first real song in a studio and it started taking off, but at the same time, it was just a joke for me, and then as that built on, I started off just freestyle, raw talent, and then I started controlling my music. And once I started controlling my music, my perspective on music altered, like, severely. Like, it went from just me doing music to me, like, this is my life, As you dig deep into music, that's what it does for you, It creates you for you, and you become a different person.
Cool, man. Okay, so if you don't mind explaining to our viewers, what kind of music do you actually produce? What kind of genre would you say?
You know what? Honestly, I say no genre. You don't put, like, sometimes you don't put titles on things because titles most of the time ruin good products, you know, and sometimes titles defer products, you know what I'm saying, in a sense. So, like relationships, you put a relationship on something that you had with a friend, you know, it just changes everything. Just like clothes, it's just like thrift store clothes. You go in there, they're good clothes, you know, the fact that it has thrift store, it take away the quality, even though it's good quality. So at the end of the day, you know, for me, I say no genre, because genre really doesn't define good music.
Okay, cool, man. So, if you had to say there was somebody out there that's kind of your motivator or what kind of eggs you're passionate on, kind of keeps you in to continue making music, who would that be, or what would that be?
I honestly, I don't want to sound arrogant at this point, but me and my phobia of failure. Like, I have a phobia of failure in life, so everything I do with the utmost passion. But in the sense of people, you know, if we want to put it, you know, as a person, I would say my mom, my father, my brothers, my 10-1C family, my 3D. That's a nickname that they give me because when I fans and supporters, like, their support motivates me. That's my motivation. Nothing else can motivate me, no other music or anything, just the people who support what I do.
I understand that your music career has kind of boosted off, and you are, you know, looking towards doing tours. Explain, what do you have coming up? What's next for Gino Da Primo?
Man, what's next for me? Man, there's so much that's next. But the first step, I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna speak on the music and the tour. It's called a fantasy tour, and as soon as I get off the fantasy tour, you know, it's gonna be the Midnight in Paris tour. I'm signed to MSMG, Jam Zone Management, you know, or whatnot. And as I go through this process with this, I'm also starting my own production company. So as I start my own production company, go on tour, I'm trying to become a pioneer of opportunities, not just a pioneer of music or southern music, you know, showing a different blend of music. I'm showing that, you know, you can be whatever you want to be, however you want to be, as long as you have the drive to do so, you know.
Okay, cool. So if somebody wants to kind of check out your music, where can they go? Where can they look?
At this particular point, you know, I'm supposed to reveal this, but I'm revealing it anyway. It's Reverb Nation, REVERB Nation.com/Gino, GINODAPRIMO, Gino Da Primo, and you can become a fan. You can follow up on everything that I do, literally everything that I do from A to B. I post it on there. You know, I don't conceal any kind of information. Everything is out there. You know, definitely if you really want to know what's next, you know, or what I'm want to go next after the next, you know, I have all my plans laying out right there.
Cool, man, cool. So if you don't mind, I know there's a lot of people out there that's interested in music, or whether it's music or, you know, schoolwork, anything. What kind of motivation would you give them, or if somebody wants to be in your position, you know, have opportunities to go on tour, what would you tell them?
I tell them this right here. In this lifestyle, in life in general, opportunity is like sticking your hand in a bucket of water. And when you pull that finger out, the quick the water fill in the space, that's how slim the chances of opportunities come nowadays. They are so slim. So for you as a person, if you're really trying to be ambitious about what you're doing, you have to grasp every opportunity. Don't ever let anything stop you. You know, you got to have a tunnel vision to success. And if you want to be successful in life, you have to take a successful path. So you have to do things that successful people do. And no, you know, you can't be one of those lollygaggers, you know, in a sense. You have to be very, very persistent. You have to persevere through any kind of thing that want to deter you off your path. And honestly, it starts within. If you feel like, you know, you're not ambitious enough, or if you feel like, if you have any doubt, if you don't work hard, if you don't have that grind, if you don't have that passion to be successful in life, then honestly, to be real with you 100%, then, you know, making it in life is not for you. So in that case, with that being said, there as a human being, everybody has that passion. You just have to unlock that. You have to find the key within to unlock that passion in order for you to pursue your dreams.
Cool, man. Before you head out, can you let our viewers know what's coming up, like any performing dates, anywhere where they can find you to, you know, actually see you perform in person?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I'm going to tell you two things about the performance. Actually, I have one tomorrow night. You may not be able to catch this once this will come out, but I have one March the 8th down here. Hattiesburg Fantasies Tour kicks off here. You're gonna have, you know, SOD. You're gonna have Cash Money. You're gonna have some big name people, you know, that's gonna be showing up. That's the first one. Then you got the next one, and the other ones vary. Like you know, the dates vary depending on the time. You know, so you know, I don't want to clash anything with school, so I have to, you know, get everything laying out so you know. fit my schedule well.
Again, we want to say thank you to Gino Da Primo for stopping by and for basically giving you all a little bit about him and about his music and what he has coming up. Be sure to check him out and stay tuned because we will have more interviews with Gino. We will keep up with them. But definitely make sure we get a copy of that book so we can let our viewers get a little taste of it. One more time, don't forget to check us out on Instagram or Twitter. That's _RWJones. And don't forget to check out our website. That's RyanWJones.com. Thank you. Peace.
I ain't in, so that girl, oh yeah, rock Michael Kors, and I'm looking so famous. So yo, yeah, she Baltimore, and my new girl said she loved me for me. And my old girl done left me for them streets. Damn. But that's probably because my old girl 18. For real. And probably because my new girl 23. Now I'm taking off in music and people saying I'm different, but how do you stay the same when your company's making millions? Went from being all alone to being around a million, and I lost my dentist number. Don't be looking for my feelings cause my real friends faded. And my fake friends hate me.
I'm on this icy Patron.